here's the box, just come a few minutes ago. You'll have to excuse me because I'm having some breakfast. Okay, I'll just show you this label. There's quite a few labels on it. Been through all sorts of places. It says made in China on the box, but I'll show you this label at the top because it's got the weight on. So it's suggesting it's 15 kilos, well 15 and a half kilos, oversized. See, quite a few labels on, barcodes. I'm just going to get the measurements of this box so you know. You might want to start somewhere a bit. If you hear a noise in the background, it's my kitchen's just next door. So that is 760 millimeters, say, and it's 500 millimeters going across here, half a meter, and height is 160 millimeters. I think that is. Let me check. Yeah, 160 I make that. There's printing all over the tape, so it's hard to read it, especially at the angle. Looks like 150. That's about 6 inches deep. That. Right. Just check that this is still in. Yep. Going to cut it open using my trusty folding scissors. Got these a long time ago, long time ago, many years. Free gift was some washing liquid. We used to do a washing liquid. Can't even remember the name, and these came free with it. You can just sort of open it and use the edge of the blade there. They're quite useful. I mean, they're not very good at cutting stuff, to be honest, because the hinge thing there gets slack and I have to tighten it up sometimes. Sorry, I'm getting in shadows here. Let's go all the way down that side because it might be more. Excuse me, phone call. Right, let me move this light over a bit because I'm getting in the shadows a bit too much there. I think that will be it, yes. And somebody said yes, there's a piece of wood in with these. I don't know why they put wood in. I don't think they said. There are plenty of other videos about unboxing these, but each person does their own unboxing video, and they might show different things or show you things that other ones don't show, just show you different angles. I think that's just to support it. Solitaire, yep, just a piece of, quite a nice piece of, yeah, ply. Oh, that's got a little, almost as if it's been dented there, broken there, but apart from that, not sure, I think that's 3 ply. Yeah, very nice piece of wood that, apart from that little thing. Some packing. Get this off. And like a plastic bag. Now, I'm trying to avoid cutting this, but I think I will do for the sake of the video. Just a second, I just want to do something. Right, so I'm going to cut this open. I think the only way, let me check, I think it is almost in a plastic, like this plastic bag, so you'd have to take the whole lot out. to get out the bag and walk about. Again, I'm going to be trying to use these scissors. Cutting it. Cut that corner a bit more because it's not wanting to tear so easy. These have been going a long time, these scissors. That'll do, I think. I'll move the camera and I'll show you. Oh, just take a bit more up here. Put that down there out the way so we can see a bit better. So here we are. This is this. Just got this plastic wrap off. I think these are the. I think there's some rods down here, I believe. So reasonably well packed. Some looks like an addendum, whatever you pronounce it. It's upside down. It looks like good quality print and quite reasonable photographs on here, just black and white on this. Because there's two types of levelling in these. There's like a pad you can get and like an attachment that you actually attach to the hot end. You only use that basically once every time you move the print or something. Once it's leveled, it's leveled. Some cables. Mains cable. Yeah, not a UK plug on there, 2-pin plug. Well, I won't be probably using this cable anyway. It's just a. Is it IDE or something? I think it is. Yeah, like a kettle cable, I think. And some spares. Yep. Hot end. Like end switches, thermostat, some looks, I don't know what that is, to be honest. Oh, there's a UK plug there. So that was like a 2-pin, I'm not sure, I think that's Euro. So there is a UK plug in it, 3-pin UK, we have 3 pins like earth, live and neutral in the UK. I would say always check fuses. You don't know what's coming from China, even in good quality stuff. Or another thing before I forget, open up the bottom and check the voltage rating. There's a transformer, I'll show you inside later, but in case I forget, check the voltage rating on the inside for your country. Because there's a switching on a power supply, some cutters. I already have some cutters for my other printers, some nuts and bolts, screwdrivers, spanner, Allen wrenches, yeah. And This is the arms. I won't pull that out yet because it's like attached by the belt to the, this is the base here, so far as I can tell. This is the top. This is the top laid down, upside down, and some instructions. Look like high quality paper instructions. Yes, you do get, so far as I know, you get SD card with instructions and videos on how to put together. Somebody said there is some mistakes in the videos. I haven't had a look at the videos yet, so can't comment on that. This looks very good quality, high quality, glossy like pamphlet. Just go need a back, so it's telling you about software, Cura, suggestion, but you can probably use your own slicing software, I imagine. Now mine used to go into a server cabinet, so normally they put the spool on top, but I won't probably be doing that, and I probably won't be able to put the wires going through the top. The wires, some of the wires go through the top, and I think not the board and tube, I don't think the board and tube does, but no, the wires do. So that is excellent, excellent quality. Let me get down there so it's not waving about in the breeze. Try and get that, gonna get that QR code in, so you might be able to print them off and scan them or whatever. So there's Facebook, excellent. Just some more foam, spatula, like a scraper thing. Feels very sharp corners, so I would suggest that you might want to file these corners down in case they dig into the plate. Poke care on them if you're going to use this. I already have a paint scraper. Let's feel like I'm bursting the bubbles in the bubble wrap there. Yeah, it is bendable, but it's a bit, I think it's a bit stiffer than the one I've got. Just an old paint scraper that I used on my other printer. So you've got that, there's only 3 arms, and I think this goes into the top of the printer with like cables coming down. I'll leave that for now. So this is the top part. We'll get some end switches, just micro switches, 3 micro switches. That's my camera lanyard there, not one of the things. This is a feeding mechanism to put your filament in. So get the light on that a bit better if I can. I'll show you inside there. Good. Stepper. Step on it. Just turn it around. Trying to show you the gears in there. I'm not sure if it's a dual gear. Can't tell by looking in this camera. I'll say then a bit more about this feeding mechanism here. I'll put some notes on this video actually. Right, there's that. Don't know what this is. Oh, this is the sensing thing. Let me put this on the tripod actually. Yeah, now we've got 2 hands we can use. Every pretty much all in bubble wrap. I think this is a sensing thing. There's like a thing to touch down on the bed here. And a magnet, you clip this on, plug it in, clip it on with a magnet in here I believe, onto the hot end, and that senses touching down on the plate in quite a lot of areas. Something else lower down, don't know what these are. Ah, these are probably for the spool, yes. I probably won't be using this one. That's for like a spool holder. Put nuts on either end and put your spool of filament on there. That's to go on the top of the hole printer. So those, I think. Let's try and get this. So this is the top. Oh, I noticed then when I was getting that out, this is like embossed. So it's, I don't know if those are, don't know how those, it's almost like a sticker. It looks like stickers, but hopefully it's on there stronger than just normal stickers. But it has got embossing, like powder coated metal. So that's where your normal, this white thing here screws in there, I believe, underneath, and you have a thing to go on top. I probably won't be using that. I think this is for your spool holder. So whichever way that goes on there, screws on those 2 holes. From the other. So you've got these cables, and sounds just like a micro switch with a round button on, and 2 holes for the like rods to go in. I think I'll just do the unboxing here. Right, now this, let me take this out first. Oh no, that's all part of that. So this goes like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's a 9-pin plug there. Well, it's like socket thing. Let's try and get that. So hopefully you can see those pins there. Yeah, it's like socket holes. And that plugs in there, but it goes actually on that hole in the lid. That's normal to do that. Right. Now be careful here. You do have the print bed here. I think that does have a plastic sheet on, so remember to take that plastic sheet off when you're doing it. So there's a print bed, but I would say protect that anyway. So here's all the, there's only 3 arms, double wrapped in bubble wrap, and some foam. There's the hot end. One fan, 2 fans to blow air down onto the part. Looks well constructed. we put this bit of bubble wrap down here to protect the, even if it does have a plastic sheet on here, which I'm pretty sure it does, wouldn't rely too much on that. Now, I'm not sure, I think there's some rods in here. I'll just, oh no, it's the side, well it might be the rods, but there's the sides, if we can get them out. Yes, there are some rods, but you've got the three sort of sides. Again, powder coated. Careful with these, they're quite thin, so they might get bent if you're not careful. Quite a nice smell. You can't smell it, we haven't got smell of vision. Well, most of it haven't got smell of vision, just as well actually. Ooh, these are quite heavy, these rods. Look nice and straight. I would say roll these on sort of flat surface to check that they are straight. They're heavy, them. For the size, you're not surprised at the weight of them. But there will be 2 for each corner, so that's 6, should be 6 of them. I'm not going to count them. Let me check in here, see if there's anything else. No, that looks empty. Right, let me try and pull this out of here if I can. So this is the base, yep. Now, how to get this out of here, it's quite difficult, to be honest. We're knocking a tripod there. Have to be reasonably careful, I think, because it's all attached to the belts and the belts are attached to the arms. This is quite awkward to get out of here. There's some, trying to get my fingers down this side. I don't know if you can see that. There's a bit of a cut out there. That seems to suggest you might want to get your fingers in there. Just knocking something over. Just let me move that over there a bit. Put this bubble wrap back on. Put the head on there and the arms on there. There is a small spool of white, well it's in my case white PLA 1.75, net weight 200 grams, so that might be enough to do a smallish model, a couple of small models in a separate video coming up, or at least you get some filament. I think that's basically it. Let's have a look at this bottom part. So you've got the a switch, mains plug, and there is a fuse there. In the UK our plugs are fused, so that's like double fuse in my case. So as you can see, like the kettle type plug, I think that is, which are quite common. Belts and some wiring going in there. That's probably go to the end effectors at the top. One thing unusual about this is I'm normally used to the printer head coming down and touching on the bed for home. On Delta printers I think it goes all the way to the top, that's my understanding. So that's a look around that again. Different angles. Let's show you this cable. As far as I know, that's a 9-pin plug. I haven't really counted them accurately. Let's turn this round. So then we've got a smallish fan there. you've got a USB, SD card. Why do they always seem to insist, not everybody, on putting SD cards almost at the back of the printer? It's, to a certain extent, it's not so bad here because this is the front of the printer here with the display. I'll show you that just now. I'll just move the camera to show you what this says. So grill on the fan. I think that's 50 millimeters. So there you can see the USB. There is a small slot up here. Might find it hard to see on the video of the where you put the SD card. That's a mini SD, while it is micro SD. It's not a full size one. And this is some details about the printer. I suppose it's the ampage and stuff like that. Made in China. So here's the display with some plastic on it. Nice. Touch sensitive, I believe, I'm told. I'll put this together. There's plenty of videos showing you together. I'm only doing the unboxing here, not putting it together. It takes about half an hour, 3/4 an hour, and maybe up to an hour to put together. That's basically it. As I say, I would open the bottom. I'm going to do that actually. I'll show you inside. Yeah, I'll get the Allen keys. I'll open the bottom and I'll show you inside while I'm doing that, to check the power supply, because there is a power supply in here that has a switch on it. Plenty of ventilation holes there. So a power supply unit in there that has a switch on it for 240 UK or America 110, and you do get Europe, I believe. You do get the two cables there, UK and American, I believe. Or there's the UK one, the 3-pin plug. Don't know what I've done with the other one, or is that it in there? Yeah, the 2-pin. 2-pin, you do get a USB thing in here as well, USB wire, 2-pin plug. Yep. Right, I'll open up the bottom. So it does come with a set of Allen keys, like round headed on one side, so you can go in at an angle. Bit of an angle there to adjust them. Don't want the biggest one of these. I think I want the next size down. I think it's that one. Let me try this. Yes. I've never used one of these types of Allen keys that has the ball on, but it gives you a bit more chance of going in at an angle. I'll speed this up. Don't want to watch this for half an hour while I fiddle on with this. There we are, there's the plate loose. Good strong metal. I reckon that's about 1 millimetre thick, approximately. Don't quote me on that. Oh yes, it does have the 3 like rubber, hard rubber feet on that. And there is the power supply unit, main control board. 3 steppers in each corner. Basically that's it. Now these power supplies do have a switch on, as I say. Here's a switch down here. You can switch it to 115 or 230, it says there. let me have a closer look. I'm not sure what it's set to now. That's one thing you'll need to check. Here is the fan. So there's a fan in the, well, it looks like there'd be a fan in the power supply. To see wires going up there inside those slots. So let me just check the voltage of that. Yeah, mine's on 230. It does actually say on the red switch, if you look carefully, there's a red switch in here. It does say 230. And you can slide that over the other way. I'll just show you the steppers and a closer look at the main board. Sorry about that. The main board and the steppers here. Because the steppers, I'm told, do have anti-vibration dampen things on them. Can't really read what it says on those steppers, to be honest with you. It's too small for my eyes. But very much doubt that they are dynamic. And then you've got the power going in here, switch covered in like plastic for insulation, so that's good. The main power supply, all terminals and stuff like that. I'm not sure this is 12 or 24 volts, to be honest with you. Doesn't say anything on the board. Well, it says 12 to 24 there, I think. Sorry about the shadows there. Crystal. A couple of extra sockets. I believe these boards are developed for 2 extruders, although you've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 steppers there. Oh yeah, I have to, do I? X, Y, Z and E, yeah. So not sure. Those might be the end stops coming in there. Right, I was trying to read what voltage I put. 230. On this power supply. Of course, notice don't have the power on when you're opening this, but do check that power switch. So here's the other side of that power supply. Let's try and get a bit better focus. 24 volts. So it's a 24 volt system. Getting the shadows there. Can't turn this round. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Just says power supply and some marking on there. Right, so that's my unboxing of that. Let me show you. So that's the build plate. This is upside down on 3 sort of look like nylon plastic type spaces. Right. So that's a bit of an unboxing. That seems a bit better focused. My camera battery's running out anyway, so I'll finish off there. Show you around a bit more. So if your unit isn't working, you're living in America or some other countries, you might have to change the switch, because mine was set to 230.